Hey there everyone, Morgan here, bringing you another daily draft where we take Magic one draft at a time. We are in a Swiss queue as per usual. Been on a bit of a slump lately, so we're gonna hopefully, open some bombs, read some signals, and build a deck with 2 drops. I'll see you when we get started. Alright, we are starting out in a good way by picking up a really heavy white card, of course. And fortunately for us, this pack doesn't have a lot of great white. Next best cards are probably Unholy Hunger, Necroan Sergeant, Boggart Brute. It's a lot of red, so I'm gonna hopefully find myself. There it is. Alright, passing a Nightblight Massacre, an Unholy Hunger, a Dragon Fodder. But I really liked Open Freeblade, and it's a white card, so we're gonna pick it up. Here, there is a Farrakhan's Disciple. There's also a Boggart Brute, though. As well as an Oromancer and a Mighty Leap in white. I think I just pick up the Boggart Brute as the best card in the pack. Uh, it's a nice aggressive 3-drop. So, might not end up playing it, but at least we can admire the art for a little bit. Here, not a lot going on in this pack, unfortunately. The best card in here, probably Pricklebore. Vastwood Gorger's fine. Zendikar Royal's fun. I think I just pick up the Pricklebore. Hallowed Moonlight is an instant speed card. Okay, so we have a couple of options here. We have a 2-drop, a Charging Griffin, and a Lightning Javelin. I'm going to take the Lightning Javelin as piece of removal over the 2-drop and the Charging Griffin. Lightning Javelin, pretty good. Piece of removal deals with a lot of stuff that might give us trouble, or rather our creatures trouble. Here, that's a foil Sphinx's tutelage, probably not worth as much online as it is in real life. I'm going to just take the Grasp of the Hieromancer. It's good on any one of those creatures in the red aggro decks. I'm mostly hoping to pick up more 2-drops at this point, especially white ones. I don't know what's going on. I'm so impatient when it comes to drafting. Like, I'll sit there and just, like, look pointedly at the person who is considering their pack for a very long time in real life. I feel like it's a little rude, but at the same time, there's not much to evaluate in this format. And by that I mean, people can take as much time as they want. I'm just super duper impatient. Here, there's a Titan Strength, and a Reclusive Artificer is probably the best cards in the pack. I think I just take the Titan Strength. There's also a Veteran Sidearm. I'm fine passing the Reclusive Artificer because I still am holding out hope that I can play white. Goblin Glory Chaser, Call of the Full Moon, Infectious Bloodlust are all pretty good cards. I think I take the Glory Chaser here. Menace is pretty reasonable. And Double Glory Chaser gives me a really good, consistent way of getting aggressive starts. So I'm pretty happy with it. Yeah, it's kind of fun. Inspiring Aeronaut, go on the board for now. Let's see. Yeah, this is a fun red deck, I'd say, with with a heavy white card and some red 1-drops. Like, I could see this being a Call of the Full Moon deck. Picking up a... Picking up a piece of equipment, like... Even a veteran sidearm would probably be really good. Here I'm going to take the Oromancer. Oromancer can get back Grasp of the Hieromancer, which in an aggressive deck like this is likely to be in the graveyard at some point. And, yeah, I'll take the Heavy Infantry, that's fine. And it can get things like Knightly Valor. The wrong Valor. Come on, dude. Okay, cool. I hope that you guys enjoy hearing my board noises like every day. Oh wait. Definitely picking up the War Oracle. There's also a Ravaging Blaze though. I think I like the War Oracle better here in this deck though. Ooh, not Smash to Smithereens. Would have been bad. Yeah, definitely picking up the Ravaging Blaze. Or the War Oracle over the Ravaging Blaze. Ravaging Blaze is pretty good though. Like, I just like taking the War Oracle better. Here, between the Lightning Javelin and the Cleric of the Forward Order, I think I just need to load up on 2-drops right now. So I'm going to take the Cleric. Might be wrong, but too late. Yeah, so hopefully we can pick up some white going this way, going right, because of all of the red that we passed pack 1. Like, in the first couple packs anyway, and then we started cutting it. It would be awesome to pick up like a Champion of Erois, because that card is just an amazing aggressive card. It's between the Angel's Tomb and the Amper Tactician, and I think I just pick up the Angel's Tomb here. It's colorless, and it's a 3/3 flyer, generally. Like, in this deck, it's probably gonna be a 3/3 flyer more often than not. So, I'm pretty happy picking it up. It's also resilient to most removal. Because a lot of things like Lightning Javelin are Sorcery Speed or Reeve Soul. And then things that aren't Sorcery Speed, like Fiery Impulse, tend to be, smaller. Unless they have Spell Mastery, Fiery Impulse only does 2. What do we got? Gosh. Oh my goodness. Anyway. What? What is this, third pick? Well, I'm taking it because Dragon Fodder is worse. Evolving Wilds is fine, but Undersea Troll is amazing. I'm pretty happy taking another Cleric here. We're hedging. I mean, my red is fine, but if I don't get any more, and if I get past more high quality green cards, I like Glory Chaser is only good in very specific decks. So I could see going into green. Especially with a creature like Undercity Troll in there. Okay. Kind of sore that I didn't pick up the Lightning Javelin went over the first Cleric. But you know what? This is like 12 life gained. So I'm okay with it. We want some reach in this deck. Ooh, Anointer of Heroes. Champions. Anointer of Champions? Something like that. Would be pretty good. Grasp, Kytheon's Tactics. I'll just take another Grasp over the Kytheon's Tactics. Yeah. I'll take the Might of the Masses over the Cobble Brute and the Yavimaya Coast. Like, Might of the Masses is pretty good, especially in decks that have like as many creatures as this one is shaping up to. It's also a nice efficient trick on a similar level to Enshrouding Mist, although Enshrouding Mist is a little bit better because it can also get your creature past Death Touch creatures. Excuse me. But pretty close. I'm going to take the Evolutionary Leap. I actually like this card in decks with a lot of 2-drops. Like, part of its problem is that obviously if you have a lot of 2-drops, you are likely to get another 2-drop. But you can also get really powerful stuff. Maybe we'll wheel the Rock Maulers. No. Of course we didn't. I'll take that. Take the foil. Yeah, we got almost 0 red this pack, which is to be expected. I don't mind having one of these, especially if I end up playing red. Because things like Titan Strength and Lightning Javelin work to put a lot of spells in the graveyard. And so you're very likely to have spell mastery when you do it, which is, one of the good things about this card. So, yeah. Alright. So now we get to make the choice. We could stay green, or we could pick up this Chandra's Ignition, which I think we do because it's really quite hot and fresh out the kitchen. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to each other creature and each opponent. Works really well with Death Touchers, actually. Here, goodness. I'm just gonna pick up this up Scout. Good with Token Free Blade. It's a 2-drop. Obviously, we're hoping to not have to play heavy infantry. Happy with Prickle Bore, though. Especially with Chandra's Ignition. So there's a Seismic Elemental, which is a great finisher. And there's a Fiery Conclusion, and there's a Fire Fiend Elemental. I think I want a Fiery Conclusion as a form of removal. Oops. I'm going to take the Fire Fiend Elemental. It's a haste renown 1. Seems pretty good. There's a Brawler's Plate. There's also a Bloodlust, though. I think that one's pretty sweet. Infectious Bloodlust is really great on as a way to like have your creatures dodge that sorcery speed removal. So for example, if I had a War Oracle in hand but my opponent's shown me a lot of removal, I can definitely pass up casting War Oracle until turn 6, when I can then cast Infectious Bloodlust, and holy shit. Think I just want the Celestial Flare. Throwing Knife is pretty good, especially on like Goblin Glory Chaser. Yeah, I think I take the Throwing Knife. I have a lot of small, like dorky creatures that knifing up is definitely good, and I can play it over Infectious Bloodlust. Although Infectious Bloodlust definitely good on like Goblin Glory Chaser. Also, having Fiery Conclusion makes Goblin Glory Chaser a little bit better because it allows me to, sacrifice it when its usefulness is done. Subterranean Scout is also a good card with Goblin Glory Chaser because it can allow it to get in for damage, even in the face of like a bonded construct or something. Mighty Leap, probably better than the second Grasp of the Hieromancer. I still have an Auramancer, which I don't like. I'm gonna take this Thunderclap Wyvern. Sigh. Guess I take the Enlightened Aesthetic. I'm considering playing this card over this card, but I think we'll be fine. Especially, like, even if we only have one aura to get back with it. Or one thing, I suppose. Ooh, Brawler's Plate. Okay. Ornaments, you're being replaced. I like Brawler's Plate probably too much. Equipped creature gets +2/+2 and has trample. I think it's pretty good in a deck that has like Goblin Glory Chaser and Fire Fiend Elemental and Prickle Boar. Do I want to put in another creature? So Titan Strength we're definitely keeping in. Fiery Conclusion is important. Mighty Leap is important. Grasp is less important, but still fine. I could take out Kytheon's Tactics and put in Auramancer. That might be good. Yeah. Although having Brawler's Plate now gives me something to do on turn 3, which is pretty exciting. I'm gonna add some basics. 9/8 seems fine. Like Archangel of Tithes is pretty unlikely to come down on turn 4 now, but I've got a lot of red stuff to do too, so we'll be satisfied with that and submit the deck, and I will see you in round 1.